You're watching This is Pentecost Fellowship Ministries with Pastor Tamara Bennett. Pentecost is not a denomination, it is an experience.
Loyalty matters. Loyalty matters. And we are in an age and an era that don't get loyalty. They don't get it. They don't get it. We don't get it in marriages. We don't get it for jobs. We don't get it in family. We don't get it in friendships. We don't get it in church. We don't get that loyalty matters. The ability to stay committed and faithful to something matters. I don't know what is the cause of this. I know that we are definitely a more selfish generation. I know that we are a generation that everything revolves around us and it's all about us and what makes us happy and what do we need and see about me and my pain, and not understanding that if you've built no alliances with anybody, if you've built no associations with anybody, if you built no relationships with anybody, then you're going to continue to suffer alone. You suffer alone because you didn't put time in somewhere to build something. It takes time to build relationship. It takes time to build camaraderies. And that you put in is not when the days are just good, but I stayed with you when things were bad. I was still there when I understood, and I was there when I didn't understand. Loyalty matters. It matters that you put time in on a job. It matters that you put time in a marriage. It matters that you put time in your church. I think the part that most disturbs me about this era of lack of loyalty or commitment is that we do God like God is a man. And that really bothers me. It disturbs me that we dare to treat God like he's your daddy that left you, like God is the man that abused you, like God is the man that raped you. So you give God 2 minutes of coming to church, and if things don't work out for you, you don't see him no more. God is not like a man. And it takes time to put your heart and time in with God. God, please strengthen me to teach this today. It takes time to be faithful to God and committed to God and to continually present your body as a living sacrifice. That has been the base scripture that we've been dealing with. And what we're understanding is it is a must, as Paul said it. He said, I'm begging you, I am pleading with you, present your body as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. But to our delight, what we found in the remaining verses in that passage is it was because Paul was helping you understand that there's a whole lot that comes with being a vessel. Gifts come with that, making your body a living sacrifice. Being able to love your enemy comes with being able to present your body as a living sacrifice. Now the problem again in the house of God is you give God a few days of prayer, 1 or 2 fasts, and you've lived unholy, unsanctified. You've whored around, slept around, drunk around. You've done everything you wanted to do with your flesh for 20 years plus. And if God don't work for you in 24 hours, you act like there's a problem with God. The devil is a liar. Your loyalty matters till you get your breakthrough. Your faithfulness, how dare you? How dare you turn your back on God like you had God on a clock? And if you didn't get delivered by a certain thing, you're going to bounce from the house of God. Oh, the Bible said, do not fear he that can take your life only, but fear he who can take your life and send your soul to hell. Loyalty matters with God. Clap those hands. This generation have lost their mind. You come to church like you've done God a favor. You pray and you fast like you did God a favor. You get on the call like you did God a favor. Paul said, I'm begging you that you do what you need to do because that's your reasonable service. Because little did you know when you weren't loyal to God, God was loyal to you. God woke you up in the midst knowing you're going to go to the crack house today, but I'm going to be loyal. I'm going to wake you up anyway. God was loyal to you and kept you in somebody else's husband, somebody else's wife. He said, but I'm loyal to you. Now you owe me. Clap those hands. And when the day of Pentecost had fully come, they were all one accord in one place. The power of one. The power, the power, the power, the power of one.
He's given me everything I wanted, everything I've needed. It's more than enough for all of the days that I pleaded. And it's sweeter than I could imagine, greater than I could conceive. By giving him my heart, trusting and believing, he's given me everything I wanted, everything I needed. It's more than enough for all of the days that I pleaded. And it's sweeter than I could imagine, greater than I could conceive. By giving him my heart, trusting and y'all got it, he's given me everything I wanted,